Hi. Thank you for coming back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's great to have you all. Sorry about that. Wish I could tell you what happened, but we're not quite sure ourselves. I don't know. It just started going down, 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 and then that was it. We were gone. It sort of just out. I figured, I don't know, we'll check after. We never got a notification. We're back up, but maybe somebody, I don't know. YouTube could have done it. Flag could have done it. It's a million reasons. Usually you get an email, though, when something like that happens. And nothing we could log back in. We were more trying to get back in. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Well, fingers crossed that this one works now. Just glad we could get it back. So whatever happened there. So thank you for coming back and thank you for your patience.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. It's great to have you back. You guys are awesome. Thank you for following us. Do appreciate it.
Now, don't worry, we do still have your questions, the ones that we didn't get to answer. I don't even know when it finished. It was, I think it was cut like mid-sentence. We were talking still. So.
And on Xenia's, she gave you guys an update, and she was going to write more to tell you, and I'm like, well, yeah, help me figure this out. So I will take it as the husband blowing a gasket on the way. She was doing that to keep you guys more informed. She was going to be typing in more, but... yeah, YouTube be tripping sometimes. That's true. It is. And I mean, it is acting quite wonky. God only knows what is causing it. So, great to have you all in here. Thank you guys for coming back. It's a pleasure. If you guys can hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. It'll really help because YouTube doesn't like when you're on too much like this, back to back, too many one day. And we try not to do it too often. So if you could do that, that would be absolutely awesome. You guys are great. Please let us know, anybody that was in here, where exactly we did get cut off. Right after the price of Final Cut. LOL. Oh, yeah. Sorry. With all this, even my brain's got to catch up now. That is a good play on words. There you go. There you go.
Let me change the title here just a tiny bit so people at least see it's a different one because...
yeah, folks, sorry I didn't even have a chance. I was no easy one to try and get back on. So it's the same thumbnail, all that stuff. But if you guys can really please hit that like button and tweet it out, it will help a lot because when that happens, it kind of throws everything into disarray. So you guys absolutely rock. You're awesome. And just great to have you back. And sorry once again for that. Our deepest apologies.
Once again, not on our side, but nevertheless, we do feel bad when it happens, and there's nothing much we can do about it. So, worse things can happen, I guess.
Hey, it feels like it's been a while.
Hey, Gaming Rebecca, how are you doing? How are you doing there?
Right after talking about Blackmagic cinema camera, it cut out. So there you go, right in that area. So, I don't know. Yeah, does that give you an idea for questions where we were? Or?
We'll
just give a second. If anybody's not in here that did ask a question, we'll try and give them a second to get in here. Now see that devil.
Yona or Dragas, hello and welcome back here. Now,
David,
we were cut off on the question of video editing software that you guys are using, and everybody was sharing in the chat. So if you just joined us now and you were not present at our first part of the live stream, the question was about what kind of video editing software you're using, and is it free? And if it's not, how much does it cost? Just kind of sharing in between of us. Talking about DaVinci Resolve, which is free, but it is more for pro level if that's what you're interested into, or you can use something more like Final Cut Pro and other more easier softwares out there. I was sharing a software called Olive that is super new and interesting to me personally. It was shared by David, the producer, and just super lightweight, super easy to use.
We're not sure, Commander Vlogs. We're not fully sure what happened. It just basically went out, and noticed the chat had stopped, and that's always a telltale sign. Then looked over, and that was it. And I don't know. It kind of must have been going down a bit, and then it cut out. I don't know. We never got a letter yet from YouTube, so I don't know if it was anything third party as a person involved with it. Most likely, then it's just a YouTube cut. But who knows? We'll keep an eye out and see what we see. But usually, if it is something like that, you're gonna get a letter from from YouTube. Wakey RC, how are you? Great to see you. And you did win. You always win, my friend. That was so weird. I think you were talking to me, and then the stream cut out.
So. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I kind of got. I don't think I've noticed it stopped, and then it was like, well, nobody's answering. So, yeah. So sorry about that once again. But I do have the questions, guys. So if you did ask the questions earlier, then definitely it's still there. And if you do still have any questions, then please let us know in the chat. Andrew, I'm going to put this in a community post and for a moment here.
Yep, alrighty, folks. So in the meantime, if you guys can hit the like button, please tweet it out, all that good stuff. It really does help out a lot. It was kind of weird because we were getting closer to the end when it happened, but wow, that is crazy. I'm glad you're back, though. Well, thank you so much. It's great to have you guys back. Thank you for sticking around. Oh, no, we're hardwired in the Art of Handmade. I never do it Wi-Fi for that simple reason. We even change the cable usually every second month or so just to be safe. For the sake of like $6, we always want to be safe and to make sure that's okay. Hey, Ethan W., how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic one tonight. Hope you're doing great. Always a pleasure to see you. 89 Mattel, how are you? Hope you're doing great. Folks, if you can, like we say, hit the like button and tweet it out. It helps a lot, especially when one live stream is right after another. YouTube does not like it. That's why we don't like to do this too much. But it was in the middle of questions as well. Too bad, we were getting close to the end. And great conversation. I love everybody was talking about the different editors you use, different levels and that's where people learn from each other. I'm going to keep working, but I will leave the stream on for your watch. Oh, Commander Vlogs. You don't have to, if you hear it and you'll enjoy it, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Mangled Nerdy, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Always a pleasure. Have you been upsetting YouTube again, Andrew? LOL. I'm upsetting everybody at some point. YouTube, the whole works.
You can't be loved by everyone, so.
No, and neither should you.
No.
It's very important not to be loved by everybody. It's very important that some people don't like you. It's very important that some people can't stand you, despite all those things, because that's part of being on here and realizing that you're not for everybody. Chris Hope, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. We're just back. We were all live, and then we just got cut off, so we're taking another run at it, but it's great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Now if you are here and you weren't here in our first part, let us know in the chat. We're going to say hi to you, and if you have any questions, let us know too with Push Studio so I can see it and we can get to them. Now I'm trying to tweet this out right now.
Oh, there you go. So that's my cue. Get back in here, Charmy B. How are you, sir? We're all trying to do different hats, trying to do everything. Thank you so much, Charmy B, for leaving the like. Do appreciate it. Each and every one of you folks, like we say, sorry about that. But when we do this, now we're really caught with our pants down because we're running around trying to get it back up and running. If you guys can help us out doing your part, really hitting the like button makes a world of difference. And if you can see it in your hearts to tweet it out, that helps us a lot because YouTube doesn't want to promote something usually that comes right after it because that's not the way it likes things being done. It likes them to breathe. It doesn't want to feel like you're hitting it with a bunch of stuff. Then it kind of questions what you're doing on here. So that helps a lot. Good news though, got tested today. I don't have it. That is awesome, Wakey.
That's amazing.
That is very good news. So there you go. Always can use some good news. Great to see you. We're not really doing those gaming with. If you check the title, we're talking everybody here about our channels and that, and about helping each other and learning the different techniques of that. If that interests you, then welcome aboard.
That's right. So please no asking for shout-outs, subscribers, or anything like that. Now, if you do have any questions about YouTube, video, or photo editing, social media, etc., you can always drop that in the live stream.
Timmy Turner, how are you?
Anna Maria, I do have that question from you. Thank you so much for reminding. Died and won't work no more. Wow. Maybe it's something with... I know the Google Cloud have been, the big corporate Google Cloud have been glitching, and therefore lots of the services that have been using it, like Pinterest and things like that have been using Google Cloud for their servers, have been having glitches. So maybe it disconnected. Who knows?
There is a lot of overload going on right now, and that a lot of demand, and that could bring on things like that. Well, not lie to you. As soon as it went down, the first thing we thought, and it's not the first time at the rodeo, and the way things been going lately, somebody's screwing with our channel again, but we don't know that for sure. The more it looks like, I doubt it. So, but we don't have a full answer right now, unfortunately. PJ Azorian, how are you? Hello, lovely couple. Thank you so much. How are you doing tonight? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Like we say, folks, it was just going well with the questions that we were actually starting getting closer to wind down, but we are back on now. So we can, we're definitely going to get those questions in that were up. And if you guys have any as well, just post them in the chat. Let us know. And if you can let people know, because like I say, YouTube does not really celebrate when you go on with multiple live streams one after, and videos as well, and that they want things to breathe. That feels there's thoughtfulness in the content, and that it doesn't take into account when something like this happens. Do you have my question, RC Stringer?
No, I don't have your question.
Nope, we don't, RC Stringer. So if you can type it in again, please. Done eating now, by the way. Well, that's awesome. Hedge Blaze, that is awesome. Hope it was good. Hope you enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna share as we go. But if you guys can help with us with that, I'd just do appreciate. Thank you.
I got to sign out for now, so good to be here for a bit. Thanks for the discussion on my question. I have some good direction now. Have a great night. Willow Whimsy, you're always such a pleasure to have in. Thank you so much, and you have a great night.
Thank you. So if you do have a question, let us know in the chat. I'm surprised it hasn't started buffering yet.
Yeah,
I know,
and that
right?
might have played into what's going on. That's why I'm still waiting for the email, to be honest. I'm checking here on the side.
Yes, that is crazy, guys. PJ Azurin, will there be new? Okay. Thank you so much for that question. And we need link for Hedge Blaze. Hedge Blaze, are you still here? Can you put your link in the chat, please? People are asking. People are still asking for your link. That is amazing.
He's officially at 2K. It's still showing on Social Blade, but usually it takes like 2 or 3 over before we'll turn it. But on his page, definitely saying 2K. But grab him up, pat him up, so it shows on Social Blade as well.
Definitely. Top some up. We've got to pay the tax lady, as I say, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
She actually was that night. She goes, I said, got to pay the tax man or the tax lady. And it's like, okay, you really want to have, I would not want to be associated with the tax side. So I gladly pulled away, man, and we went with tax lady with pleasure.
Yeah.
Cooking Green, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. I think I did have a question, but I forgot what it was. Game of Rubik's.
Well, sorry about that. I hope it's going to come back.
It was probably Tim, Tom, or Todd's fault.
You never know, right?
You never know. You never know. That's possible. No, we won't. We don't do that here. That will get you time to remove.
What in the title, Studio Beta, Tuesday Tech Talk, ask your question, makes you think that this is a shout-out live stream? Like, what exactly makes you wonder that you might come in here and ask for shout-out? There's nothing even inkling. I understand that in some other live streams we have, game streams, people might not understand how we play, but this is not even any kind of inkling whatsoever.
To me, when I look at this, it says nothing more than high-end sub for sub.
High-end?
High-end, fast, razor sharp.
I don't know why it's high-end.
Get me my Punjabi. I'm not even going to talk.
We don't even know what it is.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right, though. But it does. It looks just like a total farce, a total, total sub for sub in every shape of the word.
David Ennis, hello and welcome back.
David the Tank, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're doing amazing.
UK finally went to bed and Australia is waking up.
Yes, that's true.
You got to remember, Australia is waking up when UK goes to bed.
Well, UK is Australia is a little more than waking up. They're, 10 in the morning.
Where are you?
10 in the morning,
It depends who are you. Yeah. Not again, hello, how are you?
Depends.
Yeah, some people sleep till 8, some people wake up at 4.
As in the senior garment for protection and comfort?
English is not my first language. I don't know what it means. You know. Okay. So are we getting back to the
I was wondering
questions?
why I was so yellow. It looked like a jaundice. There we go. Oh, that makes more sense. I forgot that light on that other one there. Right there. There we go. There, that's better. Hi, I'm Andrew. Alrighty, folks. Yes, let's get into some questions. Shall we?
So we're back with the questions, and let me see where were we at here.
Where were we at?
RC, by the way, I still haven't had your question here. Awesome. Hedge Plays, thank you so much for letting us know. And congratulations to Hedgy Plays. Thank you so much for letting us know.
Cheers,
Some
bud.
emojis to 2K for Hedgy Plays, Robert. Thank you so much for sharing your milestone with us. Thank
Not
you.
again. Welcome. Carolina Bass Hunter. I have a YouTube studio question. There you go.
Okay. So now I'll get that question here. Next question we have from Donnie Shaw.
Ooh, Donnie.
Which is better, Tubebuddy or VidIQ?
Tubebuddy. In the short answer, Tubebuddy. Tubebuddy is better.
Why?
You get a better. It's a better at sourcing to set up a video properly. VidIQ, I feel, tries to do what Tubebuddy does. I feel weird about it because I don't want to downplay it because they've been nice people and stuff like that, and I have some reasons why VidIQ kind of shook my confidence onto it. But I do feel that more in the end, if you're going to pick one of the two, you're going to go with Tubebuddy because it's a better research tool, because it offers a better dynamic of choosing search terms, and that I feel it has a better way of organizing it more. It packages well for a video. That's just my personal opinion. Because there is going to be somebody who's going to say, I am in love with VidIQ, and I don't want to get in the mid of that. I mean, everybody has a right to pick their own. That's just personal preference.
There are different features on both of them, I find, that are different useful, especially if it's a free version that you're using. And when we were using free version, we used both of them at the same time.
In conjunction together, they basically make 90% of one.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because some of the features that are available on VidIQ are not available on Tubebuddy and vice versa. Now, the one difference and why I personally, because I like researching tags and things like that, VidIQ, you might wonder why it shows different tag count and ranking for you, because Tubebuddy is showing you the ranking that would be showing in incognito mode. So if somebody would be looking for your channel in incognito mode, not depending on your likes, history, and watches, VidIQ doesn't do that. And therefore is not really true to the core of how it would be showing to other people.
Agreed. And that's, as a side note, how dependent it is on, if you don't do that, how it is heavily then dependent on your past viewing, as like Xenia just said. And even that goes further past the browsers, past the plugins for set. This is also important in your day-to-day watching. You should really try to refrain from watching when your kids want to watch and they want to do stuff and that. You should really have a second account for it, because that even affects how your video is distributed and how you're marketed into your niche. If you're, because your kids will be watching kid stuff and it has nothing to do with what you do and that, you should really have them watching in a separate account, because the same thing happens in the way the algorithm markets your video after, and you desperately want your video going to the content viewers in your niche. So watch your friends and all that stuff in your browser and that, stay in there. If you want to watch documentaries about something that has nothing to do with it and just kick back, or your kids want to watch their kids programs and stuff, always have a second account around that you watch all that stuff with, and leave that one as a work account. That's basically to view stuff that's connected to what you do on YouTube, and for the rest of it, then move over and for your leisurely watching and stuff like that. Yes, if you're going to watch somebody else that you're connected to, and you want to check out more what they're doing and stuff like that, yeah. But if you're doing like marathon watching and stuff like that, I watch a lot of crime stuff at night and kind of things like that, documentaries and that, prison documentaries, stuff like that. I don't watch it I try not to. Once in a while, I'm not perfect every now and then, I'll forget it on. But you should really try to avoid that. Just as a side note, that came up in a conversation last week on one of the channels, and I want to bring that up again.
I disagree, though, that they don't give you anything and that free version is not helping you. The MC Nemesis Live, you got to know what you're looking for. If you don't know where to start with, I would suggest to sign up for Morning Fame. It's free for 30 days, and invite is down below. It will give you the understanding of how it works, and then you can jump over to Tubebuddy or VidIQ. For majority of our YouTubing life, we have been using free version of both VidIQ and Tubebuddy, and signed up for the next level of Tubebuddy fairly recently. So for majority of our work here, we have been using free version, and it has been helping tremendously. You're gonna poke around. You're gonna learn what it gives you. Watch some of the videos or tutorials. There are tons of them there. Tubebuddy itself has their own tutorials. So does VidIQ. It definitely helps you understand your audience, your analytics, and if you want to be growing and not just on a fluke. I don't know, maybe that's what you want to do. That's a different story, again, because of the way your channel is. But understanding your audience definitely helps a ton.
Bad things, you have to purchase the app free version. It sucks. Then use them in conjunction with both, like we were saying a while ago, VidIQ and Tubebuddy together. Morning Fame is a great way to get your channel on track for a long-term goal. And then your day-to-day actions will be more governed once you get that all together. That will be governed more by Tubebuddy. Tubebuddy will kick in on that. Yes, you can either use VidIQ or Tubebuddy. We recommend for ourselves. We recommend Tubebuddy if you have to pick between them. Kenny, you have a fantastic night. So great to have you in here, buddy. I know you've been crazy busy last couple of weeks. I hope you're staying well, but it's great to see you. I hope you're staying good. So thank you so much for coming in.
Not even using the app for Tubebuddy, by the way. YouTube Studio is quite good in general for analytics for that, and if you want a more in-depth for the research and stuff, then I would go into their website more if you're using only phone, if you don't have access to laptop.
And also, I want to a little side note for VidIQ. VidIQ has got something great onto it that's not made for your day-to-day stuff. I love that it shows anybody who shows their actual subscriber count. It shows it, and when you go look at the comments and videos, so say I'm on Cardoso Media's and he's got a video, I can see all the subscriber counts beside everybody's name that commented onto it, and you get an idea with some of the channels, how big they are, what they're doing, if there's some that are really interesting for you, or just even pat them on the back and say, wow, Kenny got somebody in there that's got 48,000 subscribers watching. And also it shows a percentage of likes to dislikes. And you can actually go look at somebody's channel, go on video or whatever, on their videos, and you'll see it all down by the end of the title, the channel name, the title, and the video names. You'll see for each video what the percentage of likes and dislikes are. Wow, man. And it changes color. So even though you don't know what the number is yet, red, of course, is in the low side, yellow in the medium, green in the high. Green, for instance, meaning there's a lot more likes and dislikes in that. Wow, do some people get hit with a lot of dislikes? Holy crap. That's all I gotta say. Way more red than I could shake a stick at. The sweetness, love, MC. How are you? To stream, we're not using an app. We're using OBS. We're using straight OBS for our streaming software.
Yeah, there you go. And yes, so now next question here was from Anna Marie's Life at Home. So why is my live streams taking so long to process? If it is only lately, YouTube is saying that it is their glitch, so to say. Even videos now are getting longer to process. Usually it shouldn't take more than a couple of hours, and if it is taking longer than that you report it to YouTube with the feedback, or you can tweet at them. It is connected to them throttling the internet access in general to the channels because of everything is going on in the global world now, so that's normal, so to say, nowadays. But definitely if it is taking more than a couple hours, report it to YouTube so they're aware.
RC Stinger, we talked about that a long time ago. In short, like we were saying a while ago, it doesn't have as big an impact as it used to. It's more on engagement through sharing and stuff. That said, Linus Tech Tips, for instance, a bigger channel got hit with a video and wasn't botted or anything. It was his own doing. He kind of pushed the envelope and pissed a lot of people off. They were under the understanding too that, and you'll hear a lot of people say, oh, well, engagement is engagement, a view is a view, and a like or dislike is what it is. But they found out it wasn't, and it seems, now this is not written in stone, people. This is the estimate they kind of came up with. It seems like when it crosses over, like I was saying, that ratio you can see with vidIQ, into the 40% range, where 40% or more is your dislikes, 40 to 60. It seems like it can have some repercussions, and it not only hurt them that day, but for a couple of days later. Now, the argument's sake is you'll see some videos that have way more dislikes than likes. That's why we were all kind of under the standing that it didn't make as big a difference. But it seems like that's kind of changed some. But how big of a, it's not the end of the world, that's for sure. It's unless you're getting a huge problem, and then you got to look at it from two areas. Am I getting trolled, or am I really doing what people don't want to see? And then if you're in our boat, we're wishing that they would get rid of the dislike altogether and be done with it. But crossing fingers.
Do you have to download OBS? How does it work?
Yep, just download it. It'll walk you through it. Good thing to do is go and look on YouTube. I am not an OBS expert onto it. I set it up for ourselves. I don't feel like I can give a proper breakdown onto it. There's videos that do it a lot better. And just go through it step by step. 85% of it's going to be self-set up, quite easy in that. It's going to walk you through each step. The last 15% is going to be a lot of dicking around with it, a lot of it. And especially, you might want to look at Streamlabs maybe a bit more if you don't want all. I went with OBS for the simple reason is I wanted to build our layout from scratch, but there you can at least get access to more templates and stuff like that, which takes some of the burden off you. So it is something to consider as well. Streamlabs, I said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I always mix up then, of course, so they went and called the other one StreamYards. Couldn't make things any harder if they tried. So yeah.
Exploring Stranger Things UK. Hello, how are you doing today?
Welcome. How are you doing? Hope all is well. I have 500 plus likes, but I have 15 dislikes. Will the dislikes affect my video being No, not even close. Enjoy it. Run with it.
We don't have an iPad, or we don't really use Apple products, but as far as I know, there is a different software that Mac users are using for their computers. I know OBS have started to work recently for Mac users, but I'm not really aware of the details, so you will have to research that. This is a question can't really answer, the sweetness love. Timmy Turner, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. Next question here was from are the specific Cardoso Media was asking, and that's a question we have answered already for Cardoso Media, but for those of you that are trying to get monetized, he's 100 hours away from his watch time, want to be prepared in case there's an issues to be monetized. What is there to look for before you are applying for monetization?
What is there to look for? Like to set up, you mean? Or?
Yeah, what you should be looking for throughout your channel before you apply for monetization.
Oh, well, you're going to look for, if you have a bunch of, especially this is really important, this happened to a lot of channels in the past. If you have a lot of videos that are unlisted, it's time to either decide to release them or get rid of them. That's caused people huge problems. Never got a definitive answer onto it, but a lot of times it looks like when the algorithm goes through and it gets, okay, this channel is ready for it, it kind of does a quick scan, sees a lot of that and thinks, oh, well, there's something fishy about this channel, moves on to the next one. And that's happened to channels that held off for months and months and months, and when they finally release their, put them public again, a bunch of unlisted streams, all of a sudden they were accepted in a couple of days. That seems to be the number one thing to watch out for onto it. And if there's anything you think that might cause you a lot of trouble, but I mean, if it's anything, most times you're caught with anything copyright that's already said and done in that. But you never know if you think you have something with copyright that could cause you big problems. Sometimes it is time to consider, should I get rid of it or not?
I'll include in the description YouTube monetization policies as well as put them in the chat right now. If you do have any strikes that are now active, you cannot apply for YouTube partnership program.
It won't let.
You gotta wait till it runs out.
Yeah. Saigon, how are you? Welcome. Saigon 98. It's been a while. How are you?
Next question here was from PJ Azurin, who asked, will there be new changes on the policy of monetization requirements?
That keeps coming up, and that happens all the time. There's been no changes announced, and believe you me, we'd make a lot of fanfare if there was. We'd be more than happy to be the video that releases it. So keep an eye out on Pusa Studios, and if you see that come up, you'll definitely know. There's no changes to it. And also, as a side note to that, one that comes up a lot is people are being told by times that they have to renew their hours and that every year their requirements, and that is not true as well. Once you're accepted, you're accepted. As long as you stay active on YouTube, you're good. Or YouTube takes it away from you, of course. But as long as you're active, that's all that matters. So.
Exactly. Yeah, don't believe everything what you hear sometimes.
No.
I haven't heard that for a while, though. There wasn't a huge influx of those questions, and then it kind of dwindled away, and now it's back again.
We almost had to do it as a disclaimer at the beginning of each show. We knew that we're coming.
Yeah, exactly.
And it comes in waves, and then it goes away for a couple months, and then there's a mad rush of it again. And that's because of people going on live streams and just telling people stuff without knowing it, and that's what happens. It's plants that seed. So please, make sure you don't go on and say something unless you're sure about it, and if you hear something, ask people to show their work. Where did they get it from? Where did they hear it from? Can you send me the link? Whatever the case. And then you'll know for certain.
Exactly. Next question was from Carolina Bass Hunter. I have a YouTube studio question. Mine is gray. I think it's used to be red. Do you know why? App on my phone. Well, they do change and update the backgrounds all the time. I must tell you, though, that you can use your dark mode now. So just make sure that you're not on the dark mode. And that might be the reason. They do have dark modes for YouTube Studio on the phones right now. So just check it out.
Amazing. World True Blue says I didn't get the answer.
Yes, I did answer it. In 30 days, you can reapply for monetization again after you have made the changes and are under the requirements. You can do it over and over again after every denial, after 30 days of that denial.
Old guy on a bike, you have a fantastic night. Been a good evening, but a long day. Good night, everyone. You're so awesome, bud. Take care of yourself. Be well, and we'll talk to you very soon. Have a good night. So
be safe. Cooking with Green asked, I have responded to comments on my videos, and after a few minutes, my response disappears. I will respond again, and it disappears again. Any ideas about this? If it is on your videos, I would strongly suggest to send feedback to YouTube.
Definitely.
It has been happening to channels over and over. It might be just a glitch, especially if it is on your channel. It is a glitch, and you should be reporting it. If it's on other people's channels, most likely it goes into the review mode. Sometimes it has been known to be connected with apps like Tubebuddy or VidIQ, which you then need to re-download again, like kind of uninstall and install it. But definitely it's something to report to YouTube because you're not the only one. It happens to a lot of people lately.
And don't just uninstall it and install it right away. Uninstall it, restart, do a full restart, and even run it for a little bit. It's oversafe, but because that way it will give it a chance to try and get it to circulate again. Then when everything's good, then put it back on. Don't just like uninstall it. Okay, they're gone, put them back on and go on with your day. Go through the full process. Takes a little bit longer, but a better chance of results from it.
Yeah, exactly. So, YouTube is full of glitches in general, but especially lately because there is so much of AI working on it instead of human beings now. Because of everything going on, is going to be more and more. It's going to be accumulating too now. So just be aware that sometimes it just happens now. You know, I was looking at Twitter yesterday or today. There was a live stream that was been taken down with a notice where a girl was all she was doing for I think 2 hours was praying, and AI took it down as a harmful video.
We had a guest who poured seashells in a vase and woke up the next morning to his channel was gone for copyright infringement.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's still a computer, and like Xenia said right now, and YouTube's been very transparent on that part. They're working on lower resources because of what's going on, and as far as computer resources, AI resources, they are taking an overload right now, as well as their servers are taking over a burden as well, because that's why we're getting a lot of these glitches, because we're getting pushed down the rung a little bit more to make way for more proper news for people to be informed and stuff on the current events. They've been more than transparent on that one, so we're definitely going to feel the brunt of those more. They're more likely to kick smaller channels, not purposely, but just the way a numeric algorithm would work. It's definitely going to look at the small ones first and give them the toss to make sure the bigger ones are getting the coverage. So I do not have Tubebuddy or anything like that. The comments are on my videos.
Yeah, it has been known to
Yep.
be a glitch. Reported to YouTube. You can use the feedback button down below on the bottom, I think, bottom left side, or you can just tweet at them at Team YouTube or send them an email.
He changed it. He changed it. Ninth Element is in the house. Shorten the name. Talking about that this morning in Rogers.
Ah, nice.
How are you? I think it's a great choice. Great choice. Short names are always easy to remember. That's the key of branding, is easy to remember. Looking good. It looks good.
That is awesome.
It's going to be so much easier for you to work with, too, for your branding on your channel and all those things. It really is. It looks great.
Good to meet you again.
Yes. Bluegrass Picker, you're in the house. How are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Relaxation TV, how are you? And my God, Weidman Photography, talking about a channel we've known for a long time. How are you? Good to see you.
Haji Plays and Robert Wide says, I have a warning from YouTube from community guidelines. It said once I have another one, I can't upload videos or posts live for 1 week, but YouTube emailed me saying that I can apply. Okay, yeah, because you have a warning, you don't have a strike. Now,
Right.
a warning is like a one free out of jail pass in Monopoly game, okay? This is the one-time thing in your whole lifetime of being a YouTuber. It's fairly
not going
new
away.
thing. Yeah, it's fairly new thing. You already used it up, so that's it. Next time you violate community guidelines, you're going to get an actual strike, which will limit you from doing a video or upload for 1 week. Yeah.
Oh, Urban Legend, great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Ninth Element says, yes, yes, thank you. And dudes, I am a lady, LOL. I know that is the worst habit, and I think men do that in general. And especially on YouTube, I'll be the first to put my head on the chamba. Men do that a lot more, and they shouldn't insinuate like that. It just comes out with even thinking about it, unless it says prancing with lace. We just seem to jump right away to it. So not done out of meanness, but thank you so much for saying that nonetheless. And I will try to be more diligent about that in the future.
So stereotypical. Lace? What?
That's all you want to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And turn slowly through glossy magazines.
Sleeping Artist ASMR, how are you doing? Amir Ali, hello. Weidman Photography, good morning. How are you doing today? How can I check my mods I got on my phone? You have to go to your audience settings, your channel settings, first of all. You go to your channel settings. Find those, and under that you'll have audience. Amazing World True Blue. You can reapply how many times you want. It's just you have to be within the guidelines for them to accept you. So 30 days you apply again, and then they say no. Well, you have 30 days again. After 30 days you can apply again and again and again.
And Brant Ariel says, I'm back now too. Well, there you go. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Great to see you, great to see you. Ninth Element, my pronouns are she, her, and hers. I am going to try, because I have the worst memory in the world. I shouldn't even talk. I should be doing mime this whole shows. I do have a bad memory.
We all have bad memory
try.
these days, so.
I have a horrible memory. I really do.
You should be fine. I'm usually a warning is a warning. It doesn't have any repercussions or any kind of consequences for the channel. You should be fine. But just make sure that you don't violate anything while they're reviewing you, because that will also trigger it, making it big longer.
The whole point of it is keeping with the guidelines, and in the end, we all should be within the guidelines. I mean, that's what we chose to be on here when we're on here. And the more you stay within the lines, the less trouble you have. There's not really much of a reward for going outside them, except for your channel just being in turmoil all the time. You know, and not you, but we do get questions from time to time where you can tell people's basically saying how much out of the lines I can go. Well, the lines are drawn, and if you're out, as soon as you poke your head out the window, you're already heading into some pretty big hardships. Pretty big hardships for your channel. I just don't know what. So yeah, just stay within their guidelines, and you don't even have to worry about that. It's not even a consideration. So I have a horrible memory as well, Timmy says.
Creepy Never Sleeping says women are amazing.
They are. They are absolutely amazing. Couldn't agree more. Elflore's Journey. Wait till you get old, Andrew. I'm already there. I feel like it.
Oh my goodness.
46, and I feel like I'm going on 108. I always wanted. I want to be like an old sharecropper. I got to grow my beard back so I can do that. I miss doing that part. telling tales.
Amir is asking about how to open the link since the YouTube changed the method of go to channel.
There is a plugin for it, and we don't recommend it, but feel free to source it out at your own leisure. But it is very wonky. It does not come with a good reputation onto it. It is not backed by a recognized business that put it out. And the reviews on it mostly were pretty scary at best. So not just scary about the product, about the plugin itself, but more the way they were written. It just looked like a bunch of planted ones. So I don't know.
Yeah, the first time we acquired the knowledge of it, it literally had 5 reviews, guys.
Yep.
Okay, and it has been downloaded like 10 plus times.
Ninth Element. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like that's how legitimate it is.
Ninth Element. Before I forget, remember when we were talking this morning about changing your channel name though, to make sure to put your old channel name tags in your videos. I hope you did that as well. And really make sure you do it quickly so people can still find you until the change goes through. And you should be doing it for a good while.
Now you can always also go and look for the channels just by searching it on Google. So if it's properly tagged and everything, you can, just make it like in blue or whatever, like make it for copying basically the channel name. Click the right button of the mouse and search in Google instead of copying it, and it will come up with the channel link if it's there. So there you go. That's your workaround for that. Timmy has a horrible memory here as well. Don't get a third party that is not approved. Exactly, Computer Chick. We were mentioning you in our previous video about that.
Good to see you. Good to see you, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Always nice to see you.
There you go. And why did YouTube change it? You can't now visit the channel during the live streams without searching or having a link from a channel. Well, we talked about that at the beginning of the previous video. Is that most likely it is to reduce the subculture in general, because there's, so people just don't automatically click on the links. That's probably part of it. Is for you to be able to stay on the live stream that you are, basically trying to encourage people to stay where they are.
You do channel tags already, Ninth Element? I'm hoping so. And it's in your channel tags where you put like the search, you look up the search tags that are going to help your channel get found in that. And within them, that's where you want to put your old channel name. Everybody should have their channel name in their tags somewhere between, because they do go in a hierarchy. At the top, you want your most prominent ones that help your video and your channel. Down middle to bottom, that's where you want to put stuff like your channel name and any other channel names you've had. So of course you want to add your full one as your full channel name, and now your new channel name. So it's just that if people don't know your new one yet and they type in your old one, you still come up in search results. That's more important, folks, to have your channel name in your tags more than ever. With the removal of the right click, if we go typing in some channels, it's a nightmare to try and find you. And that's how we know right away that you guys don't have your channel names in your tags, because even typing you in, it's not showing up. So no, Ninth Element, no worries. Tags is a whole different thing to get into in that, and we're going to be talking about that on Thursday, actually, not about tags directly, but about some ideas we got about how we can approach them, because we've tried in the past, and a lot of people say, oh, I want to talk about tags, but they're expecting like a 2-minute talk, and it is very detailed. It has to be, and then the interest kind of just drops off. So
yeah, it's a snore fest. Everybody wants to know, but there's no way of how to talk about it excitedly. Zelda Master asks, can you change default when going live to show the thumbnail ahead of time? I always have to do that second, and it's annoying. Is there any way to stage that till I get a capture card? I'm going live to show the thumbnail. You want to show the thumbnail when going live.
Can you change default when going live to show the thumbnail ahead of time? Well, then you would change your default one. I think he means because they just go, it just goes live like off the cuff. Then you're going to change it ahead of time. Yes, you're going to change your default thumbnail to the one you're going to want to use later that day or whatever. Put that up. I think that's what you mean. Where you can also then add some tags. That's the way too. You can add some more custom tags to what you're going to talk about if you haven't planned in advance. I'm assuming from what I read, you mean when you just hit go live, because it always goes back to the default thumbnail that's up there. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you so much, Ninth Element. Glad you enjoy it. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you in here as well.
Question from Amazing World True Blue. Do you recommend to change the tags in my old video, which I had my old channel name?
Most definitely. And go back and change old video. Somebody was telling me that tonight and I didn't get a chance to get back and say it. Videos that are older, this is a great time to change thumbnails, to change while you're doing the tags and that. Change the titles. Bring what you've learned about writing titles and descriptions and all that stuff and bring it into your old videos. You can really bring new life into them. You can get them recirculating again. And some can really take off. That YouTube is promoting older videos like that. That was in tune with last year when a lot of big YouTubers were complaining about YouTube burnout as soon as they stopped. My God, time flies. That's going to be about a year and a half ago now, more. They were talking about that, how they get burnout as soon as they stopped. It felt like their channel was dying off. So YouTube brought it back to bring back some of their old videos so they could take breaks without feeling like their channel is going to fall to pieces. So it is important to go back and find, and we're actually doing it right now as we speak. We're in the midst of working on that. Is on, let me show you. I'll give you a great example. We have it on our homepage. Some of our interviews, these are some of our biggest interviews, and we're repackaging them. And you can see here featured interview series, and we've redone them with all new thumbnails. We're slowly redoing. You don't want to do them every day. You want to change every couple of days, do another one, change the title, change the description, change the tags. And you can really bring a resurgence to them. So that's what we've been doing. So there's some of our bigger ones that we've done them with. I don't know. A lot of people seem to don't know we've done some of these ones. We've had on Don Jameson. He's the host of Inside the NFL and That Metal Show on VH1. He's an Emmy Award winner. We've had on Sean Ward from the Sean Ward Show. At the time, he was 3.4 million. Now he's like 4.5 million. There's Doug Tenaple, creator of the iconic video game series Earthworm Jim. Sten Egberg, who was like 2,500, 3,000. Now he's like 350,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and that's the channel that we did experiment with. The video that we did experiment after we just finished the live stream with the interview. It had 225 views back then. Yeah. So then a couple of months ago, we decided to change the title, the description and the tags, and now it's at 1,800. So yes, definitely.
And you might say something, well, 1,800, that's okay. Remember, these are live streams.
Yeah.
They're almost never watched over again. So to go from 200 some to 1,800 and some on a live stream rewatch.
It is an interview, so it's a little bit than a regular live stream, but definitely has less potential than a video. So video that you are doing definitely has much more. Look at your homepage. How many videos are actually suggested there from 3, 4, 5 years ago from other creators? That's exactly why, because YouTube creates a library, and they actually have been talking over and over how they treat the videos like a library of videos, not just newest ones. It doesn't really matter when did you post your video. It matters that you actually posted when. And they don't really pay attention to that.
Interesting. RC Stinger. I noticed my analytics. YouTubers are clicking key areas, staying away from watch time. Do I need to review my whole channel? Most are unknown.
Interesting. I would be looking into where your analytics come from, where your audience is coming from. Is it suggested unknown? Most are unknown. That is bad. Don't like that. I don't like the look of it. I would want to know how much is it, because if it is just a small amount, then it's not really hard to judge. Look into legitimacy of those clicks, basically.
I'm not going to ask you this. This is from our experience, something like that. Usually if something like that happens, you have to ask, do you have a beef with somebody on here? Our answer is always a ding, 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 yes, yes, yes. And then if it's unknown, looking at the geography, where most of the views are coming from. And if it's a high spike and it's very short watch time, that's usually not a very good sign.
Yeah. Definitely going to look into analytics more on the back end of it.
See, that's why I tell people, you know, I've watched people literally getting bought it and celebrating in live streams. They're like, oh my God, I got 250 people in. I'm not happy for it. We're happy to, but you got to know the limit when things don't feel right and they don't look right. And that's the kind of things, and good on you that you're checking your analytics for. I want to give you a big hats off because a lot don't. Really, like, I mean this seriously. Very well done on finding that, because that's the first step to it. If you notice what I was just talking about a few minutes ago, first thing you want to do is get a letter together. And are you monetized? Is he monetized? RC Stinger?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
If I change the title of my old videos, ain't I going to lose the views? No.
No.
If you put it into private or unlisted, then it's not going to count towards your monetization. But if you can change the titles, you can change the tags. They actually suggest you to do that to more relevant ones. It's a lot of work, but you can do it. I need to review my whole channel as well. Got a lot of views on the tech video I did for something that has mostly been searched a lot. Well, do more. If that's a recent video that have been taken off more, do more follow-ups and quick. So you capture the people that have been watching that again. So it gets risk-adjusted for those people that maybe haven't subscribed but have been watching that video.
Hey, Nomad Unbroken, what's going on? Listen, thank you so much tonight. Never had a chance to really say thank you for the great raid and that. Do appreciate it. We're back on. We got booted out. We still don't know why, but we're back. But thank you so very much for that. Hope you're doing awesome.
Zelda, now you don't have to redo all of them. Now you're gonna just kind of take a critical look at it. If you think that it might take you somewhere, or it's a subject that they search now and it haven't been before, just look which ones are worth to redo. You don't have to redo all of them if you really think it's like crap when you started first. Andrew have done numerous times over and over our thumbnails, like for hundreds and hundreds of videos, every time we did a rebrand. So it is a lot of work, but it is worth it in the long run, though. It definitely is. And lots of times you don't even know, sometimes it might bring some video up that you did, like 3 years ago, and all of a sudden everybody's watching it,
I also like consistency. I joke a lot when I say about my OCD, trying to get you guys to round at numbers and stuff like that. I'm the same about our channel. And once I get going, the more I can't leave it alone. And it's like, well, that's not pairing up with that. Oh, that doesn't look good in a playlist together. But in the end, I don't know. I like it's like a house. It's nice to put on a fresh coat of paint and that,
Yeah.
And bring that liveness, because people do go back and look. Like this time, I haven't gone back all the way back, but I think I've gone a decent way back to get as many as possible. So these past days, maybe tomorrow, it is supposed to rain here.
I should have seen the weather here today.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were getting hail, snow. And it was all coming in snow squalls where it'd be sunny, and then just boof, like crazy.
Hail, snow, sun, rain,
we got it all.
Everything.
The weatherman was very busy, I'm sure, when trying to say what we had today. It was
yeah.
Probably like this. Yeah.
Never be sorry, by the way, guys. Life always comes first, especially nowadays. So.
Most definitely.
Well, if you guys do have any questions, Joe Man's vlog, thank you so much for watching us. Amir, thank you so much for joining us today. We're live every day, guys, so come and check us back up tomorrow.
Yep.
Not sure what it's going to be tomorrow. We're all over the place lately, guys, with these days. But if you can subscribe to us and ring the bell for all notifications, that definitely is going to help you to get notified next time we go live. And if you don't trust those notification bells, well, follow us on Twitter. That's the next best thing, or maybe even the best thing to know when we go live, because we post it there every time we go live. If you follow us, and did you know you can actually follow somebody on Twitter? And not just follow them. When you follow them on Twitter, you can actually get notification every time they tweet. So that way you don't miss a beat and don't miss a live stream when it is live. So check that out. Check all the descriptions down below. We're going to include all the resources for you guys as well, the things that we have talked about and mentioned throughout today in this live stream and the previous. And if you just jumped in this time, we had our live stream part 1 before it got interrupted so rudely by YouTube.
I like that. So it's true.
So check it out. There's lots of questions there as well that we answered.
Definitely, folks. Thank you so much for being there with us. Sorry, this one, especially a little more distracted because now watching everything to see what's going on, trying to figure out what happened. But we didn't want to leave you just hanging, and we did have some questions to answer, and we got a few more great ones along the way as well. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you haven't hit the like button yet, if you can, that would be awesome. Every little bit counts. It makes a world of difference. And you can still tweet it out. Maybe somebody can come back and watch it. And there's part 1 if you missed it as well. There's some really great questions, folks. All YouTubers are asking, and jump ahead to that part. And you know what? You can pick up some really good information along the way. Copper State Treasures, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We were on, and then we got shut down. We don't know what happened, and then we came back again. But it's great to see you. I hope you're doing fantastic. I don't know whether I should ask this question as if it's my personal opinion. YouTube really reply comes as reviews or original commentary not there, so edit or delete. Is there an option to edit?
If you're talking about the canned responses, you can edit them. Yeah, if you click on it, it allows you to edit or add to it.
Well, it's not about... Hopefully not a dumb question because it seems logical, but I did a review video of a product when my channel is not about reviews, but the product fits closely with my channel is about. There's nothing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. Actually, congratulations to you. Very well done. Nice to see you, Silent Wolf. And yeah, that's a great thing. That's what you want. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Now I get it. Edit the footage. Can you edit the footage? You can't no, not that, not the way you're asking. You can't do that.
Oh, in YouTube
Yeah.
Studio. Oh, no.
You can edit the footage like cutting and doing things like that, but you can't edit input new footage into the existing one. So, yeah.
Ninth Element will be watching over. That is awesome. And Gary, as always, thanks so much for all you do, Push Studios. We all win here every time we come, and it's because of great folks like you guys. We do appreciate it so much. Outdoor staycations, you're very, very welcome. Thank you, everybody. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you for always making it so enjoyable. It's not our biggest night of the week, but it's our favorite night of the week for this reason, because everybody's involved, everybody's helping each other, and people just want to do a little bit more with their channel, and it makes it so rewarding. So hats off to you guys, each and every one of you. You guys always make it worthwhile. So till next time, take care, be well, be good to each other, all that good stuff. You know what I'm talking about, and we'll see you very soon. And have a good night. Bye now.